Our next guests are the stars of Chess, which is playing at the Imperial Theater on Broadway. Please welcome to the show Tony winner Aaron Tveit, Emmy nominee Lea Michele, and Nicholas Christopher, everybody. Here. Wow. So this is Monday. This is an off day on Broadway. Yeah. I'm so happy you're spending it with us. But what would you normally do on a Monday with the showdown?
Run after our children.
Yeah.
Have a busier day than we do.
I know, right? I mean, so you all have children under 5.
Yes.
So this is a crazy time.
We have 5 kids under 5 between the 3 of us.
And so when you guys are on stage and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Broadway looks so hard," it's so much easier than home, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I say that I have to do a Broadway show to have quiet time. I'm in my dressing room and I'm like, it's very nice in here.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask, I mean, obviously you are all accomplished singers and performers. Like when you, like at bedtime, are you just like blowing it out for your kids? Or are you like just singing through the roof?
My little girls block their ears anytime I sing.
Really?
They do not want to hear from Daddy.
Is it just because you're Daddy, or do they like hate music in general?
No, they love music.
Yeah. So it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
No, I'm giving you nothing. I'm giving nothing.
You don't give anything to your kids.
No.
You're basically like, you got to buy a ticket. That's your vibe.
But they don't want more. If I tried
Yeah.
to give like a real performance, my son would be like, "What are you doing?"
I don't know. I give a pretty good bell, so I try to give Disney Princess.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you'll pander.
Exactly.
Like you will pander to them.
I play right to the audience.
I just think kids in general like just don't like the idea of like seeing their parents as performers. I've told this story, but I was in a Taxi TV once and there was a clip of me and my son just reached over and turned it off. I think he's just like, this is inauthentic. I do not care for this. Lea, I want to congratulate you. So this is a real rite of passage. You got a caricature at Sardi's.
Yes, I did. It's a real Broadway tradition.
It's a real, and what was how old were you the first time you were in Sardi's and saw these?
I have been going to Sardi's for 31 years.
Wow.
I made my Broadway debut when I was 8 years old. So I've been going for so many years. It was such an honor. Aaron's photo is right there. They cut it out right there.
Oh my God.
But it was amazing. And fun fact, my daughter threw up all over me right before we went there that day.
So nice.
You don't think about
She
those
did
things.
not, and that's the other thing too. Like when you're like, this is a big deal for mommy, they're like, this is not a big deal for us.
No, not at all. And then I went and did a show that night.
Yeah.
So it was great.
I feel like caricatures in general, like they could go one way or the other. Are you happy with yours?
It's a little me, it's a little Adina, it's a little both. But she did play my mother.
Yep, there you go.
So we are, related in some way.
Yep.
But it's great.
Do you like yours?
I do like mine.
Oh my God. You guys are such good actors. But in this moment, you're really not. I do.
Yeah, what about
What do you
Nick?
think?
What did you tell us?
Mine. Oh, about mine?
No, about this.
The one that doesn't exist?
No, about this one.
Do you think this is
tell
a
us
good
what you think.
representation?
About that one, I think it is a spitting image of Lea Michele when I see it.
Did you, you guys recorded the cast album. So how long into the run do you actually do that?
We did it in January, so I
Yeah.
guess we opened. It's like 2 months in. Something
Okay,
like
gotcha.
that.
And is that like a good time to sort of, obviously these are challenging songs. Like, is it good to wait sort of 2 months into the run to do the recording?
There's really no good time.
yeah.
I mean, we're doing 8 shows a week.
Right.
We are singing the hardest, it's an incredibly hard score that we have to do every night. And so we were in the recording studio during the day singing the songs over and over again and then going to the theater that night. But I think it did come at a good time right before, still feeling kind of good after opening, I guess.
And you're happy, obviously, with the way it turned out. Like,
It's amazing.
It came out so well. The album really rocks, and I think most importantly, it's a real representation of our show. Sometimes you hear, cast albums, and they're like, oh, that's a version of it, but this really sounds like our show, so we're super proud of it.
Was it, I mean, obviously, I know from the company documentary about the stress of doing this recording, was it as stressful as that? Like knowing that this is the version that will be sort of saved forever?
I had so much fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
I had so much fun.
That's good
I
to
mean,
hear.
and it was interesting. We did this recording in a studio where it's like in a circle. So a lot of the numbers, we don't really get to like see everyone, but we were in this big circle just kind of like singing to each other. And I thought it was thrilling. I'm in love with the music in our show. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to sing. It's so much fun to listen to everyone else perform throughout the night. So recording it was great. I love how it sounds. And
That's
I'm really
fantastic.
I think we had less
Congratulations.
chain smoking in the studio.
I think in general there's just less change going. All right, so obviously this is a show about chess. You guys play chess players, and I'm very happy to hear that you actually took this seriously and you started playing some chess in real life.
Yes.
You just playing online?
Yeah, lots of chess.com.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
And was this something that you just, when you got this part, you're like, I'm gonna play chess.com, and that's gonna bring a lot to my character
Yeah, you know,
that existed before there was the internet?
I played when I was a really little kid. My grandmother actually taught me how to play chess, but I hadn't played for many years. And so I joined chess.com, and I have some friends that are very, very good chess players, so they like to make fun of me and destroy me on there. But now it's been great because you're in the theater for a couple hours, you have scenes off, you do everything not to scroll on your phone, right? So chess.com has kept me from scrolling on my phone.
Oh, that's
Reading books
fantastic.
chess.com.
And are you getting better?
Slowly but surely.
Okay, that's great.
It's a real 2 steps forward, 2 steps back process. So
I feel like very few people who want to improve at chess actually do the musical.
Yeah,
so
right.
this is, you know what I mean? Like it's a very interesting way.
it's a way to do it. Yeah, yeah.
But Nick, you're playing. You're the Russian in the show.
I'm the Russian.
And you, like, unlike your cohort here, who just like went online, you actually went to Brighton Beach.
Yes.
So you actually went into a Russian community for the purposes of like, was it like to help with the accent?
It was to help with everything. I knew nothing about chess and I knew nothing about Russia.
Okay, great.
So I figured I could get both of them if I go to Brighton Beach and sit on the boardwalk and play chess with these amazing chess players. And then I would open up and I'd be like, I'm doing a musical and I'm playing a Russian. And they'll all look at them and be like, what the heck? And I was like, well, Pushkin, who's the godfather of Russian literature, was actually half black. So I was like, just like Pushkin. And they would go, okay.
Wow. Oh, so you won them over?
Yeah, I did win them over.
Is there any imbibing of like sort of adult beverages during chess on Brighton Beach?
That's the only way to do it.
Really?
Yeah, you get your little cranberry compote juice, and then you get a shot of vodka. And then as the game goes on, I was getting much, much better. It was like 3 steps forward, 3 steps, and you fall over.
That's fantastic. Well, it's an incredible commitment to the job to actually go and travel. Had you guys known each other at all before this?
I'd known Aaron throughout the years here and there. We'd never met. We met outside of an elevator once a
Yes.
couple of years
Yeah.
ago. But no, we all just kind of came together really to
That's
do
fantastic.
this
It
show.
must be such an incredible thing to go through together as performers with a show like this. I can only imagine how connected you feel now. I want to ask Nick, explain what's going on here with this photo.
So, I know what happened. I was born in Bermuda, and my father is the town crier of Hamilton in Bermuda, and my mother made his first uniform. And out of the scraps of his uniform, because I wanted to be just like my dad when I was little, she made that uniform.
Now, so a town crier seems like an olden days job, but
Yes.
this is a job your father has to this day.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So-
he is not performing in Hamilton, the musical.
Yeah.
He's performing in Hamilton, the city in Bermuda.
Got it.
And now it's an official position. And so, like when Queen Elizabeth came to the island back in the 90s, he was the one to show her around.
Wow.
King Charles is coming to Bermuda at the end of the month, and he's sort of like an ambassador for our country.
That's really fantastic. And does he actually like when a queen or king comes, does he ring the bell and
Oh
sort of
yeah. And even if he's just passing by you on the street, he rings it in your ear.
Has he seen chess? Has your dad come?
Oh yes.
And does a town crier sort of announce over the course of the show how it's going?
Well,
He should.
He should. My dad is like 6'6" and a very loud personality, so he doesn't even need his bell half the time to announce his presence.
How do you how do you guys feel about knowing when friends or family are in the house? Are you somebody who wants to know anytime?
love it.
You love knowing.
It was actually really funny when Nick's mom came the other day, and we were walking off stage after one of the scenes that we did, and he said, "My mom's just waving at me from the orchestra." I said, "You mean during the show during our scene? He goes, yeah, she just keeps waving her arm up at me from the audience. And he has very, very tall parents, and I
Yes.
have very short parents, so I can never see them out there. But I thought that was very sweet.
Yeah.
She wanted you to know she was there so bad.
That's fantastic. What about you? Do you like to know?
I want to know when everybody's there. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to know all the things. Some people don't want to know, but I want to know always.
Are you how well can you see like faces and reactions?
I
Like
see everybody.
gotcha.
I see everybody. I see everyone. I like to make eye contact. And I'll be like, oh, this person was wearing this shirt. It had this on it. And
Wow.
I'm like I really
I
like
somehow
to,
see no one. You always tell
I
us
see
who's in the
everyone.
audience.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you more prone to like if you feel like somebody who's like super enjoying the show, do you lock in on them, or if you see
No.
someone? Okay, gotcha.
If they look like they're not, they're like, they don't really know where I'm like, I'm gonna win you over right now. We are gonna connect.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a true performer spirit. That's fantastic. You guys, congratulations on the show and the cast album. It is so lovely to have you all here. Thank you so much. You guys, Aaron DeVate, Nicholas Christopher, Lee and Michelle. Chess is playing at the Imperial Theater on Broadway. We'll be right back.